Thank you very much, Paul. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the show we're assembling for the time capsule. So glad you could join us tonight. Our next two guests have worked together writing songs for over 35 years. These guys are truly amazing. They could have retired on the money that they made from a song called Hound Dog, made popular by Elvis Presley and others. But they moved on to write such classics as On Broadway, Jailhouse Rock, Stand By Me, Yakety Yak, Love Potion No. 9, and the list really does go on and on. That's not something you say on talk shows. It actually does go on and on. Here now, with Paul and our band singing a medley of their hits, please welcome the legendary Jerry Leiber and Mike Stoller. Gentlemen.
I took my troubles down to Madame Ruth. You know that gypsy with the gold cap too. She's got a store running 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of Love Potion No. 9. Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak. Don't talk. I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging out on the line. I can starch and iron 2 dozen shirts for you can count from 1 to 9. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the drippings can. Throw it in the skillet, go out and do my shop, be back for it, melt in the pan. Cause I'm a woman, a W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. I might take a train, might take a plane, but if I have to walk, you know I'm going just the same. Going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. But when you're walking down that street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter rubs right off and you're nowhere on Broadway. Am I gonna find her child? You know, whoa, I will, 'cause I've been searching. Searching. My goodness, searching every which way, but I'm like that northwest mountain. You know I'll bring her in someday. Gonna find her. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, won't you stand by me. Stand by me.
Leiber and Stoller. Very nice. Nice to see you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Nice job. Come on over and sit down. We'll be right back, folks. Thank you, gentlemen. Come on up. Jerry Leiber, Mike Stoller, thank you very much. Very impressive medley, and that, as they say, is only scratching the surface, isn't it? How long did it take you to get... I'm sorry, were you going to say something?
I was going to say that's a very impressive band.
Yeah, they're terrific. It's too bad, too, because tonight is their last night, and we're sorry to see them go.
Have we got a gig for them?
Tell me about writing songs for Elvis Presley, Hound Dog. How long did it take? How did you get it to him, and that kind of stuff?
Well, it took about 10 minutes, but we wrote it for a woman named Big Mama Thornton, Willie Mae Big Mama Thornton.
Mm-hmm. A kind of, I'm guessing...
She's a blues singer.
Yeah, yeah.
She was. She passed away not long ago. And she used to sing with Johnny Otis's band back in the early 50s. Johnny wanted us to write for her, and we went and saw her.
Saw her perform?
Yeah. She was a knockout.
Then how did Elvis get the song after that?
I think he got it from a lounge act.
Mm-hmm. He saw somebody else doing it?
Yeah, I think he heard a lounge act in Vegas.
This is a great picture. This is 1957, so it says right there. You guys and Elvis Presley. And I'm guessing that you guys in California, when you would go to the coast, must have been trouble. Right? You guys went out there and all hell would break loose.
We lived
you
there
lived
then.
But hot young songwriters writing million seller after million seller, it must have been nonstop, you know, like Shriners, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, sure, man.
Oh, okay.
It was better than Shriners.
How did you find out that the song had become such a huge hit? Which one of you was on the...
Me.
Okay, tell it. This is a great story.
Well,
I'm supposed to tell that story.
Well, who did it happen to?
He was
Me.
on
Well,
the
then let him tell it.
All right.
let me tell it, man. You always tell it.
Okay.
I was
I tell it
returning...
better.
All right,
Oh,
then
I
let
know,
him
but-
tell it for
Oh,
heaven's
no,
sakes.
I
Let
don't
him-
want him to tell
I'll
it.
get Harvey out here and he can tell it.
I was returning from Europe on my first, after my first trip to Europe on a ship called the Andrea Doria.
Right. The ill-fated Andrea Doria.
In 1956, and it collided with another ship,
Stockholm.
the Stockholm.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and it sank. And
He sank with it. And this is not
I'm
really
sinking
him.
with it right now. At any rate, I was eventually picked up in a lifeboat by a freighter, and it was a harrowing experience.
Yeah.
I came into New York, and Jerry was at the dock to meet me, and he brought an Italian silk suit for me, thinking that I might have...
I want to look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have wanted to look good. He threw his arms around me and he said, "Mike, you're alive. Thank heavens you're alive." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Elvis did Hound Dog last week and it's just came out and it's #1 already."
Yeah.
And I said, "That's groovy."
Was that your first blockbuster? Your first really big one?
I think it was our first super pop hit.
What-
Most of the other hits we had before that were rhythm and blues
I
hits.
see. What was that song about exactly?
Well, the original song that was written for Big Mama Thornton was written about, it was the story of a woman kicking a sponger out of her house.
Mm-hmm.
And the original lyric was different. It was, "You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Quit snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more."
Mm-hmm.
Now, when she did the song, and it was kind of it was a hit. It was a big rhythm and blues
Yeah.
hit. Then it was covered by some lounge acts, and they changed the words. And Presley heard a lounge act with the changed words,
Right.
with Rabbit,
Yeah.
and he cut that version.
So now, does the guy who changed the words get a cut of it?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
There you go. Pretty good deal.
It was an unauthorized adaptation,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
You guys are an amazing success story, and I really appreciate you coming by here tonight. It was nice talking with you. Thank you very much. What are we doing? Commercial, and then we'll be right back, folks. Yeah, man.
Hotel accommodations for most guests of Late Night with David Letterman furnished by the Berkshire Place and Omni Classic Hotel in exchange for this announcement. For reservations at Omni Hotels in the U.S. and Europe, call toll-free 800 the Omni.
I want to thank everybody who was here tonight. Of course, Harvey Pekar and Jerry Leiber and Mike Stoller. If anyone from GE was watching tonight, we're only testing some equipment. This is not a real show. Tomorrow night, Gene Dixon, Eric Burden, and Bob Villa and Norm Abrams. We're going to make storm windows or screen doors or something. We'll see you then. Good night.